What is up, you guys? Immunity here, aka known as the Outlaw. And if you want to become an outlaw today, all you gotta do, and I kid you not, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell. That's all it takes, you guys. I promise you, that's all it takes. And if you don't do that, you might have to get hit with the 300 truck Max Deluxe. And I know you don't want to get hit with that. That's very painful. Okay, so just do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit that like button because it supports the channel very much. Anyway, let's get into the videos. Today I got something different for you guys. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time. Obviously, if you could tell from the title anyway, but it's gonna be my high school experience. So let's get into it. I'm gonna be going into order. Um, so right now we're gonna be talking about freshman year, and then I'm gonna make these into parts. So this is part one, freshman year. Okay, so where to begin? Well, like any high schooler, it's your first day in high school, right? You get nervous. The school was really big, by the way. It was really big, and it was just like, oh man, have to go through this stuff again. Here we go again, meet new people, and just like being in a new environment. It's very scary at the first time because it's a new school. It's really big. You don't know where to go. You don't know where you're going. And all that stuff. But I remember, the first day of school was pretty good. I mean, we was able to, hang out with people and get to know each other and stuff like that. And not to mention, I had some of my older friends from middle school went to the same high school with me, so it wasn't as bad, because I get to talk with my friends and catch up and stuff like that. But I remember I remember seeing this girl, like, and she was really like super attractive, and at least to me, well, right? Because not everybody has the same attraction or whatever. And I'm not saying she was ugly or whatever. No, she was really beautiful. But other people could say something different. I didn't care. But anyway, so she was really attractive, and I had like a huge crush on her, and it was just like, how do you go up and talk to somebody, because me, I was bad with talking to girls. I mean, when you're a freshman, you don't know, right? You're just still trying to like figure yourself out and getting to know yourself better than anyone in the building, right? You're just trying to find yourself. So I was like, damn, how do I talk to this girl without making a complete fool out of myself, right? And I went and I just approached her because I thought, you know what, it's freshman year, it's a new year for everybody. So why won't I just take the opportunity and take that advantage? Because, getting to know people, it won't hurt, right? So I went up to her and I made a joke and I made her laugh. I remember that day. I kind of made her laugh a little bit. So, I felt like, this is we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, and I can actually work with this, right? So she was laughing and stuff, and I was telling her a little bit about me and my background, and I was getting to know her, and yeah, she was telling me her stuff. She was telling me her background, and it was really nice. At first, she didn't believe that I was Puerto Rican, because if you guys don't know this, but yeah, I am Puerto Rican and West Indian, and she didn't believe that I was Puerto Rican. So she tried to test me on whether I speak Spanish or not. So she was like, "Oh, speak Spanish then," and I was like, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I could probably like understand it better than speak it." And she was like speaking Spanish, so she spoke Spanish, and to be to be honest, you guys, I did not understand one thing. Now I did pick up a couple of words, but it still was a little foggy. Um, yeah, I never really knew Spanish, or kind. I do understand it a little bit, but not a lot. Reason for that is because my grandma was supposed to teach me. I never learned. Oh well, whatever. Moving on. But yeah, she did that. She, was testing me. And so she didn't believe me at first, but she had a nephew that went to the same high school as us, which, and that was actually one of my good friends. He actually told her, "Hey, he's actually is Puerto Rican, like he is Puerto Rican." And then she started to believe me and stuff like that. And then moving forward, next day, right? Um, I was trying to get her Snap because at the time Snap was really big. It was really huge during the time when I was in high school. I think this is when Snap was really just taking off because I never really heard of Snap. Um, like during middle school, I only heard of Snap during high school. So like, I'm not sure if Snap was taking off before then or when I was, but I just know that Snap was getting pretty big when it comes to talking to females or whatever. So, you know, um I try to get her Snap and eventually I end up getting her Snap. I don't know how, but I did. It led up to me getting her Snap. So, I started talking to her more and stuff like that. And yeah, I started talking to her more and I try to like, I try to get her on, like, get her to come on a date with me. So, I started talking to her more. We started playing that cringy ass game, 21 questions, stuff that teenagers do, which was really cringe to me. Like, now that I look back on it, that was really cringe. Like, why would I freaking do that? Like, that's just no, 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 no. That's cringe. Don't ever do that. I mean, I guess it's a good way of like keeping a conversation going, but it's just like, come on. Anyway, so I tried to get her to go on a date with me, and I remember this exact day because I was playing with my friend. He came to my house and we was playing video games. And for the sake of the video, I'm gonna call him Mike. So Mike, we was playing and stuff, and I was telling him about this girl that I have a crush on and stuff, and he was like, "Oh yeah, what's her name?" For the sake of the video, again, I'm gonna name her Sarah. So I was like, "Yeah, her name is Sarah." You know, I really like her, stuff like that, and I think she's really beautiful, attractive, and I think she has a good personality. Or so I thought, but yeah, so I was telling him all this stuff about her, and he was like, "Oh, you should just ask her out." And I was like, "I can't do that." Like, me ask her out, like me thinking that, like, nah, I don't want to get rejected or whatever. And you might be like, "Oh, come on, dude, it's over text or whatever. You got this, like it's not like." But here's the thing: even though it's over text, it doesn't mean you're not gonna see that person in school. Especially if we went to the same school, I'm not gonna text her and then get rejected and then go to school the next day and then looking so awkward when I'm trying to talk to her, like as if I wasn't trying to ask her out. Like, no, I don't like I don't like being awkward and stuff like that. That's not my thing. So he was like, "Man, give me the phone." And so I gave him my phone and he ended up doing it for me. And I was like, "No, why would you do that?" And he was like, "Listen, you gotta get it done somehow. So it might as well be now than later." And honestly, he was right. I should have just, suck it up and did it myself because, you never really know. And you always gotta just shoot your shot, right? That's what they say. Always shoot your shot. If you miss, oh well. Pick your head up and move on. But yeah, so he did that. And I was like, "Damn, I wonder what she's gonna say," because now she's not replying right away because I'm assuming she's busy. I'm not like one of those crazy people that, "Oh my god, she's not replying," blah blah. I don't like stress over that stuff. Like, I know people who do. I'm not that person. I just keep myself busy until that person replies, or not at all. If they don't reply at all, then it is what it is. Oh well, right? So I was kind of nervous to see what she was gonna say. But like, Snapchat don't make it easier for you because like when you text a girl or a female, right? Um, it's not easy because when you do that, and you know how you see that their little character pop on the screen, that gets your heart like going because you don't know what they're gonna say. So you know they're analyzing it, and then you know when it shows that they're texting, that's just the scariest shit to me, man. That is so scary, man. Cause it's just like, damn, what is she gonna say? Or sometimes they take long to reply. Like you see them texting, but you're like, damn, is this like gonna be a whole paragraph? It's just so scary. But yeah. So moving on, she didn't text back until I say right around my friend Mike was about to leave, right? So he was about to leave, and before he, went back home, he Sarah started texting. Sarah started texting me, and I was like, "Yo, dude, wait!" She started a text, or rather, right? So he was like, "All right, I'm gonna stay for a bit to see what she's gonna say." So, you know, 5 minutes went by, and the text went through. Right? She sent me a text. I opened it, and she said, "Yeah, I would love to go to the movies with you." And honestly, I didn't think that was gonna work. I was like, "Oh, cool! Like, that's awesome." So it's like, you know, this is gonna be a date, right? And she was like, "Yeah." So, moving forward, she, no, not she, Mike actually left my house and went back home. But I was super excited that day. Like I was really excited. I felt like I was on top of the world, and I was doing big things. I was just like, but I was really excited. So I played some video games. Hanging out with the boys. Obviously, if if you want to be part of the boys, all you gotta do is just subscribe to their channel. You know what I mean? Like just saying, that's all you could do. I'm not, no pressure though, no pressure. But anyway, uh, yeah. So I was playing with the boys on the game. I was excited, and then I get a text from her again, and it says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go to the movies with you because my mom don't know who you are." And honestly, that makes sense. It was like, I was happy, but I was like, dang, she's kind of in the, she's right. Her mom don't know me, so why would they, send her daughter off with a random person to the movies that they don't even know, or they don't even know my character, they don't even know who I am as a person. So it makes sense, right? And I was like, oh, okay, maybe sometime I could meet your mom then, or um maybe talk to her, and that way she could get to know me. And she was like, no, not now's not a good time, maybe like another time, right? So, you know 1 week, 1 week later, I'm over here, telling my friend Mike, I'm telling him all what happened, and he's like, oh damn, man, that sucks. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks, but it's whatever. So she ended up, we just ended up talking. We really just ended up talking more and stuff like that. And I remember, this is gonna be crazy. One night she sent me a pic of her nipples, and it was by accident. I could have been like the bad guy where I would have screenshot it. I could have been that dude where I just screenshot, kept it, whatever. But to be honest, I was such a good dude that I let that slide. I didn't like take a screenshot or whatever. Um, because to be honest, it didn't matter to me whether she sent her nipples or not. I mean, I was kind of excited that I got a titty pic basically, but I wasn't gonna screenshot it. And she was so embarrassed, you guys. I promise you, she was so embarrassed. She was like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry. That wasn't meant for you. That was meant for my other friend. She was supposed to get it. Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna tell anybody or show anybody. It's all good." And she was like, "Oh my god, thank you." So, you know, the next day when we went to school, uh, she was being so awkward because I guess, you know you're gonna be awkward when you send basically a nude picture or something to, someone you didn't mean to send it to. So I was just telling her, listen, it's all right. Like, you're fine. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, just don't treat this like an awkward thing. Let's just go back past it and move on, right? And she was like, yeah, you're right. So yeah, and then I remember this kid went up to her and asked her out. Um and at first she was like, "Oh, why would I go to the movies with you when there's someone I already want to go with?" Right? And I assuming she was talking to me because I feel like I was the only one that really asked her out to the movies. But then again, I could be false, you guys, because there's probably a bunch of guys that thought she was attractive, so they shot their shots, and or they shoot their shots, I guess. And yeah, I was just like, maybe she was talking about me because, I feel like it's freshman year. Nobody has the confidence like that unless you was just born with confidence out the womb, like you just freaking walking out your mom's freaking womb, or like being a pimp and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm in this world, I got this. You feel me? I'm like, what? Like, I don't think everybody had that level of confidence yet, but I feel like I was the first one. So, I assuming she was talking to me, and I told her, I said, "Was that supposed to be for me or whatever?" And she was like, "Yeah, I actually wanted to go to the movies with you." And I was like, "Oh, that's so like." I was like, kind of in shock, like that she turned down another guy because she really wanted to go with me. But then, you guys, I shit you not, 2 days later, this guy came back, asked her out again, and she said yes. Like, here's the thing, I'm not mad, because at the end of the day, she wasn't my girlfriend or anything. She was her own person. She could do whatever she wants, you know what I mean? She could date whoever she wants. That's cool. But like, it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard, like, crushing, because it was like, dang, like, how come he gets a yes and then I get a no? You know what I mean? Because I'm the person who overthinks a lot. I'm always overthinking. Even now I'm overthinking. It's kind of crazy. I'm always overthinking every single day, every single minute. So, she was like, "Oh, honestly, I just say yes because my mom actually knows him and stuff like that. So I just said yes, right?" And I was like, "Okay, whatever, right?" But then things became more official. They actually started to date, right? Like, as boyfriend and girlfriend, and that kind of sucks because I actually really liked her, and it just sucks that he got to her first. I guess whatever, that's all right. But eventually, we were still talking. We were still talking. I actually went on a school field trip with her, and it was pretty fun because we got to see like a nice view of the beach and stuff, and it was really nice. We saw like different kinds of animals and stuff. It was a really really fun time, and yeah, it was just really really fun, and yeah, it was great. It was really really great. So we was talking, we was hanging out. I was hanging out with my friends, because they went on the field trip as well. So I was hanging out with them, and it was just a good time overall. I remember coming back from the field trip, and this was like a right around like the end of the school year. So basically, right around summer, when summer was about to start, and she told me that she broke up with her boyfriend, and I guess the boyfriend felt hurt because he actually he broke up with her. He came up to her and he said, "Listen, it's gonna be summer and I'm not really trying to be, tied down. So, I'm gonna break up with you and stuff like that." And she was like, "Okay," like she wasn't even phased by it. You know what I mean? I guess that could have been a red flag from the jump, but she told me that she didn't really like him like that. She was just dating him because, like, whatever. So I was just like, "Oh, all right." Obviously, if you don't like a person like that, you're not gonna feel phased by it. By getting dumped on. I guess, whatever. And so I was excited because I get to talk to her over the summer and just get to know her more. But anyway, you guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you want to know more or hear more of the story, all you gotta do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and comment down below what you think of the story. Do you want other parts of the story, or do you just are fine with this one and don't care for this story? Just let me know down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell if you haven't. And yeah, guys, it's been good. Peace.